Jeff Hunter here from Proud Chevrolet, Sault Ste. Marie. Today we're looking at the all-new from the ground up 2018 GMC Terrain. You can't tell from the video, but it is a little bit smaller than the previous generation. That is due to the fact that we're only using 4-cylinder motors in this, turbo 4 cylinders. They've eliminated the old 6-cylinder offering, which does snub the nose up a little bit, which obviously translates into lighter vehicle, better turning radius. But also, that being said, you're not really sacrificing the interior space because they only shorten up the front end a little bit. This one we're looking at is the SLE trim, which is your entry-level trim. But that being said, there's nothing entry-level about this, as it does come with a host of standard features. Right now, the one we're looking at is all-wheel drive, and it does have the 2-liter turbo 4-cylinder motor in it, which offers 252 horsepower, and it's made it with a 9-speed transmission, similar to our Chevy Traverse. As you can see, the vehicle is totally different looking than the older generation, but does still keep some of the GMC styling cues. The one thing I like about it is that nice floating rear window in the back. 18-inch wheels. As we go over to the vehicle, as I mentioned, it does have a bunch of standard features. One of them right here is the keyless entry. Push that button, allows you in. Folding flat front seat. This is not available in a lot of vehicles right now, but it does give you the ability to, as you can see, have tons of storage room in a vehicle that's not overly large. And we can see that here from the back as well. Does have LED headlamps, or HID headlamps, pardon me, with an LED trim, LED tail lights, power seat for the driver, remote start, heated seats. But what we're going to do is we're going to go inside and give you some more look at the vehicle from the inside. So here we are inside the 2018 GMC Terrain. As I mentioned, again, a number of features, even though this is the SLE, which is your entry-level trim. One of those being, of course, push-button start. It does have, if you can see it right there, auto stop start technology as well, which actually, if you're stopped at a traffic light, for an example, it'll shut the motor off. And before you have your foot off the brake and back on the gas, engine's back on, which obviously aids in fuel efficiency. Got a full touchscreen, even though, again, it is the entry-level trim. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, Teen Driver, I mean, you name it, it's on there. Backup camera does come right up on there. In fact, let's try that right now. There you go, there's your backup camera. How I did that, by the way, is I didn't shift. I don't know if you noticed, but there is no shifter. There's no shifter there either. What it is right now is this right here. It's actually really simple to use. Obviously, just by pressing a button, we have it in park. If I want to put it in reverse, I pull back. If I want to put it in drive, I pull back. And again, just back to park. It does have your neutral button there, of course. And then you do have your manual transmission for the automatic, manual automatic, I guess, shifting, which you can go through all 9 speeds of the transmission right here. Separate climate control. Again, this is an entry-level trim, but it's coming with separate climate control, as well as auto climate control. The other thing about this that our old one didn't have is, I guess the sun's in the way there a little bit, but right there you have the ability to keep this in 2-wheel drive, unlike the older ones, and then you can of course put it in all-wheel drive, which is again going to aid in the fuel efficiency. Heated seats, again, driver passenger. Speaking of the seats, as you can see, they've gone away from that netting that we used to use, that kind of netted mesh type of material, and we're using a much different seat here as well. Some nice styling cues, wood trims, of course the aluminum touches as well. And then you do have a full driver control there, cruise control, power windows, power locks, air conditioning, and then of course all that stuff is standard as well. All right, I hope you guys like the view of the 2018 GMC Terrain. Come by and see me or us here at Proud Chevrolet for a little more detail.